Who's the hottest two tokens in the top 20 right now? It's XRP and Hbar, and there's news you have to see. Along with the Fed, Ripple, Michael Saylor, and
I say lots of naughty things, so here's your warning.
hola, mijo, and como esta? And oh, wait until you hear what Hbar and XRP have in regards to the top 20 of crypto. But before we get into the juicy news, the comments, yeah, hot, spicy, naughty, relevant. Maybe I'll share it beginning of the next video. By the way, I picked these comments at random times of the day. Jim Landa starts us off and says, I wonder how Elizabeth Warren would feel if her bank would shut off her account. No kidding. Could you imagine being debanked for something legal? Callie Weasel says, finally, someone is reporting the facts and the truth. You mean no, XRP to $10,000 by Friday. Oh, I'm so tired of that bullshit. Viewpoint 9631 says, love this channel. No BS, no fudder hype. Outspoken, short and sweet, and on the real news. And I do this video and channel for you. Yes, you, the viewer. That's why your comments come first. Ron M says, there was a scam advertisement before the video played. I know you don't control the ads that are played, but new people might fall for it. Yes, I do not control the ads. Please be very careful. All the ads are controlled by YouTube. Watch what you click on, everyone. Oh, Joe DeFrancesco says, thank you, and drop support on the channel. Well, you're very welcome, and thank you for the support of the channel. By the way, I got a little bit of goosebumps right now because we're going to talk XRP and Hbar. Big reasons why you need to watch. Bitcoin's in at 105,000 while ETH is 33.32. XRP at 312 while Hbar's at what, everyone? What is that? 33 cents. I love it. Why? Because I see a lot of green up on the screen. But what's the big glaring blob of red? The Trump token. Dun, dun, dun. Let's talk about Jerome Powell and the Fed as Trump throws some shade at JP. What did Trump say? You gotta hear this quote. And I love the fact that Trump is outspoken. If it's one of the things that I don't like about the United States politics is that a lot of these people are very dry and boring. It's almost like they don't have any personalities. And I guarantee you they don't talk about jumblies. Wait a minute. Or do they? Behind closed doors. This is what Jerome said regarding Jerome Powell. I think I know interest rates much better than they do, and I think I know it certainly much better than the one who's primarily in charge of making that decision. He's talking about Powell. If I disagree, I will let it be known. Asked whether he believes Fed officials would listen to him. Trump responded, yeah. Dude, we're going to see one hell of a power struggle between Trump and the Fed. The Fed is not controlled by the government, so we're going to see how this works. Speaking of the Fed, guess what? In a couple days, the 29th of January, we got a Fed meeting. Market expectation is to pause. The only thing we're looking out for on that meeting is making sure Jerome Powell doesn't say anything stupid, all right? As long as he doesn't go, no cuts in 2025. Oh, God, I hope he doesn't say it. Saylor, crazy AF, rich AF. Ooh, but he's also poking the bear. And who's the bear? That's us, dudes and chicks. Michael Saylor reaffirms his confidence in Bitcoin. Look at his tweet. Says, create something better. Do me a favor, crypto fans watching this. What is something better than BTC in the crypto world? I wonder what it is, but let me know down below because, oh my God, sometimes I get so tired of this Marxism. And I don't know, he must have like a mega, like chat GPT, like boner hard on because I swear, 99% of the crap he posts AI garbage. Dude, it's so cringy, man. Oh, goodbye, spare change. Elon Musk Doge claims the US penny is too pricey to make. Well, we're going to tie this into crypto and you're going to love it. In a tweet on Tuesday, the Doge agency formed by Trump administration has pointed out that it costs 3 cents to make a penny. Well, hold up. So that means every time we make a penny, we lose money? That's the dumbest shit in the world. So why would we keep making pennies? Oh, Canada got rid of the penny. Why? Because it cost them more than a penny to make a penny as well. And here's from the Department of Doge. In the first 80 hours, approximately 420 million of Elon, are you trolling us with the 420, my guy? In the first 80 hours, approximately 420 million of current and pending contracts have been canceled. 2 leases have also been canceled. I am glad to see that they are starting to clean up the nasty spending from the government. Now, I brought up the story regarding the penny Because does this open the doors for digital currency? I'm curious about that. I know Trump in the executive order said no CBDCs, but think about it. If it costs more to make the penny and all that kind of stuff, are we kind of around that era and that age where we have to start thinking about more digital money? Or, hey, maybe not CBDCs, but maybe we do just have digital dollars and everything's going to be on debit cards. That would suck because I know a lot of you watch what everyone using Mooney, using cashola for certain things. You know what I'm talking about. Don't forget, the 28th of January is XRP Community Day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on X Spaces. Brad Garlinghouse is going to be talking. Make sure you watch it. Supposedly, I have seen several rumors out there. I don't want to perpetuate them, but I've seen several rumors out there from some actual very accurate, good quality sources. That's going to have something juicy for us. Hope it's not a big nothing burger. So check it out on the 28th, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. All right. Hbar and XRP have what in common in the top 20 of crypto? And no. I'm telling you right now, ignore BitGet. Okay, just ignore BitGet because they did this whole conversion and burn and all this stuff. So just ignore BitGet. Check out this column on the far right of my screen. And by the way, any article you see in this video, along with all of my other ones, are linked to everyone in the description below. And by the way, you notice the headband? That's because I trained for a second time today. At altitude, girlfriend, I'm going to kick the shit out of everyone when it comes to my March big race. But what's the big thing that Hbar and XRP have in common in the top 20? They're up the most in the last 90 days. Hbar up 577% in the last 20 days. XRP up 500% in the last 20 days. So if you were to, I don't know, use digital assets for a certain currency reserve sort of stockpile thing, wouldn't you want to pick stuff that's hot, spicy, naughty, and relevant? And I know some of you out there might be like thinking, well, what about XLM, bro? I think part of the problem that Stellar has is, remember, they did a lot of shit with the Ukraine. And Trump is not down with that bullshit. So Stellar may have leaned a little bit on the hedge with the Biden administration, trying to go all deep with the whole Ukraine action, but XRP and Hbar didn't. And those two have been the juiciest since the Trump action. So we have to start asking ourselves, do insiders know something about XRP and the Hbar future that the rest of the market doesn't know about? Because think about it, look at all of these that I can share with you. Cardano, right? US based, only up 188%. Stellar's 345. You see what I'm saying here? Certain ones are starting to move way more than others. Now, speaking of price action, let's swing it on over to Hbar, where when you zoom out to the 1 month, you're like, yo, the oscillations are there. Now, watch what happens to this, okay? This is going to be really cool. I'm going to then go to XRP for the 1 month chart, okay? Look how different the two look, okay? Hbar, right? XRP. So we're moving in different ways, right? Yeah, both are generally up, but the charts aren't in lockstep anymore. And that's freaking awesome because you remember the days before the whole Trump administration with the election? Everything moved like ebbs and flows together, right? It was one big blob, the alt. But now they're doing their own thing. Hbar fans, I know we're not touching that 40-cent mark, but we've been holding really strong above the 30-cent mark since what? Since the 13th of January. And that's freaking awesome. In terms of volume is still strong with Hbar. And one of the things that I like regarding Hbar is it was heavily ignored for such a long time. And let me show you what I mean with that. Look at this. Hbar, right before the election, sub 5 cents, 4.5 cents, and that was right around November 2nd. You see what I mean? So this is making me think that there's some insiders out there that are like, yo, Hbar setting it up for the juicy moves. And we've seen what in crypto, everyone? That the insiders get in early, right? We know how it works with all the cryptos. There's insiders out there that get information before we do, and all of a sudden, Hbar has pumped the most. Like I said, pumped the most out of any other crypto out there in the top 20. There's a reason for that. And remember, Trump strategic reserve assets? possibility, you wouldn't want to pick a piece of shit crypto, would you? Right? I mean, think about that. If you were the Trump administration, would you want to pick a crypto that's not really relevant? Would you want to pick a crypto that, I don't know, was moving money to the Ukraine and was part of CBDCs? Because remember, Stellar was also helping people out with CBDCs. And what did Trump say in his executive order? No CBDCs in the Estadio Unidos. I hopefully said that right. Or Estados Unidos. There's another way of saying United States in a different language. Yeah, I know a couple of them. I know two really well. I can read 4 different languages and I can understand like 3.5. 4.5 technically. Yeah, I don't want to say what that last one was because it would have been a naughty language. Now, swinging on over to the price of XRP, what do we see? Stability above $3. Volume, this is probably the lowest I've seen it here as of recent memory at 3.36 billion. But honestly, I'm not worried about it at all. As long as the volume stays above the 1 to 2 billion that we saw before the election, XRP is going to garner a lot of attention. Now, let me ask you something else too. Strategic reserve, right? Didn't I just share a story with y'all earlier about another XRP ETF filing? Didn't Hbar also get a trust of which they can convert into an ETF as well? And for that to happen, wouldn't we need like a new SEC to make that possible? And wait a minute, don't we have a new SEC? So yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's something up with Hbar and XRP because they are blowing the doors out of everyone else. And remember, before the election, all the alts would go up in a big bubble and go down in a big bubble. But XRP and Hbar are making the moves. The alerts are still the same. I'm going to keep them at $3 on the low end, $3.30 on the high end. We're going to hang out anywhere in between. I'm cool with that. Now, why are my ranges getting bigger? Because the XRP price is getting bigger. So I'm still playing pretty close to that 10% swing. And so as we get higher in price, yeah, the ranges are going to grow. So what are your thoughts regarding Hbar and XRP? And do me a favor, everyone. Help out Michael Saylor because I'll have his tweet link down below. It says create something better. Keyboard warriors, go for it. And don't get me wrong, XLM has made a very healthy move as well, and they got some things going for them too. But they've been big into CBDCs, and they've also been big into Ukraine. Trump is not cool with either of those things. So it leaves the door open for who? XRP and Hbar. Now, maybe I'm crazy because I've been training at altitude and it's starting to get to me because I've really starting to been pushing it. But there's something going on with those two that I think the market is really starting to pay attention to. And I think the insiders got in early and then more and more action started happening. Because when you look at it, those two are way above and beyond the rest. And we've seen Hbar for a super long time was ignored. And in fact, price-wise, it has been like a super laggard up until the Trump move. But I want to hear from you. And I also want you to tell Michael Saylor to go fuck himself. Okay. And let him know, name something better than BTC in the crypto market. That shouldn't be too hard. Choo-choo, bitches.